Hey guys, and today I wanted to do a video on some different caliber guns, benefits of them, type, capacity, and different things. Okay, all three of these guns are actually loaded right now. There's no bullets in the chamber, but there's bullets in the magazines and in the cylinders. So let's go ahead and start out first by talking about a little ammunition, so we can, kind of get that out of the way. What I wanted to do is go ahead and this particular gun here is an FNX 9, which is a 9mm. This is an FNP 45 tactical, which is a 45, and this is a 357/38. Bullets are the same diameter. It's just that the 357 have a little bit bigger power to charge. So let's go ahead and one at a time we're going to unload them and talk about them. And then we're going to go back over them again. This particular gun here, okay, is a Smith & Wesson Model 640. This takes a 357 bullet. This is a Remington make right now. The gun itself is a Smith & Wesson Model 640. This has the crimson trace laser grips on them, the wood grain type. This is a 357 Magnum. It's a 2.5-inch barrel. It weighs 23 ounces. Okay, double action only. You can see it's empty. And so when you pull the trigger, it shoots. Okay, so this is good for, very good gun for just about anybody to carry. It's idiot proof. You can put it in your pocket. It's a Magnum. Plenty of power. More power than a 9mm. Probably even a little bit more than probably a 40. So it's a lot of power in this. Holds 5 shots. The stainless is heavy enough for recoil to absorb it. Very small gun. Very good. It's one of the smallest Smith & Wessons they make. As you can see, it almost fits in the palm of my hand. And if you use these grips, the grips are even shorter. They go right to the end. They'll shorten the bulge. You get no bulge in your pocket. This particular one, I just used this Black Hawk number 3. And if you put that in there, you can barely see the gun in your belly like that. It's just laying down. So, nice gun. 5-shot 357 Magnum. As you can see, it says it right on it. The 640. This is a J frame, but the 640 stainless steel is heavier than the airweight. This is a perfect gun for somebody to use if a woman or a man. Idiot proof, pocket pistol, really nice, and it's got a lot of balls. I like this one because it's heavier and it treats the recoil, takes the recoil better. So we're going to lay that one down and put this ammunition to the side. Okay, the next actual gun we're going to start with is the 9mm. Now this is loaded, not in the chamber, but just in the magazine. And that basically is your bullet. That's a full metal jacket I have in here right now because I was target shooting. And you can see it is empty. Okay. This particular gun is the FNX 9mm. This is their newer model. They changed a lot of things on it. It has removable back straps, and you notice this doesn't move. A lot of people are having problems with this moving. This doesn't move. It has a ambidextrous safeties on each side, decocker. A decocker simply is like this. The decocker will drop it, and there's your safety. It is double action, as you see, or single action. You can cock it back, drop it. So it will do both. You'll have dual slide releases, one here and one there. This is the takedown. Very, very simple. I'll show you real quick. You lock the slide back. You drop this. You drop the slide release. You're opened. There's a recoil spring, the barrel. all the other parts. Pretty much everything is in there, as you can see. To put it back together, you drop that hammer, you slide it in, you push it back, lock the slide back, drop that, bingo. Put the decocker. If you don't, when you decock it, it safely drops the hammer. This particular one is the bitone. It has stainless steel and a hammer forged barrel. It has a combat sights on it. They aren't tritium, but it doesn't matter. They're combat sight. I like the low profile ones on these guns. This particular gun, for magazine capacity, will hold 17, okay, in one of the chambers, so 18 rounds, 17 9mm. This has a ambidextrous magazine release. There's a button on each side, you see that. Real nice gun. This particular one has a Viridian combination laser tactical light. I have it on the blinking one, so it goes like this, but you can go once down, once down, once down, like this, and you could cycle it through, and that would be the laser if we were using the laser. But I keep it on this one, two, the blinking with the laser on there, so you can see the laser. Laser. Okay, so but I keep it that way. Shut it off. It's just a button you press, and it's pretty easy to go on. It's there. Pretty straightforward. But like I say, this is the FNP 9, FNX 9. I keep getting that. It's FN Herschel that makes it. Same people that make a lot of tactical weapons. They make the 5.7. Quite a few different guns. They do make, I believe, a 40 caliber in this. But I figure the 9 I wanted to get because it's high capacity. It's a cheap round. Good for target shooting. So, but this is the FNX 9mm. This is the newer model of it. They make an older model too. It is a polymer frame with steel inserts. This is a stainless steel, matte stainless steel slide, hammer forged stainless steel barrel. A lot of metal parts in here internally. Like I say, they have sleeves and everything in the frames and everything. Pretty good, accurate gun. Took it out today, fired about 100 rounds on this without a hiccup. FNP products, FN products work. That's one thing I'll have to say about them. They're not really, ergonomic. I don't know. It's a nice gun. I like the FNP products. That's why you have more than one, and you get removable back straps here. You just have this little. You press something in there, and you can slide this right out. Some people were having problems with this in here moving. I don't get any moving, so I don't know what they're talking. I didn't have any problem with the gun. Works really good. Looks good. That is the FNP 9, and I'm just going to put this back in here for weight. Okay, so it doesn't move when I lay it down. Now we're moving up to basically the deluxe model, and this particular one here is the FNP 45 Tactical. That's why I keep getting confused. And let's drop the magazine out. And this is 45 caliber. I have the Federal Premium Hydroshock 230 grains in this. You can see that the telltale post. Okay. This particular gun here, I just cleaned them so they're a little oily, is a FNP 45 Tactical, which is 45 caliber, but the tactical model, you can see it says 45 there. The tactical model is a little different. It doesn't come with this sight or this laser, neither of them do, but the biggest difference on this, on the tactical, it has a threaded barrel for a silencer, and it has the Novak combat sights tritium. Okay, you can add this RMR. This is a Trijicon RMR, and what it does is, this is a built-in battery. So when you go ahead and let's see if we can see the light in there. that is the LED inside there, and it's adjustable just by pressing the sights. I can make that, I can bring that back up. And like I said, I fired about 50 rounds to this today. Some people were saying a common problem they were having with the ejection shell hitting here, but if you look at that, there's no nicks. Yeah, there's no nicks around here. You know, I was thinking of maybe just putting a little piece of rubber around there or tape so it doesn't hit it and chip it. I might do that, but you know, it doesn't look like anything got chipped, or there's no shiny areas where that hit. Some people were saying the shells were ejecting there, but I don't know. I also, for this plate, shined it right here. This is normally black color, and each side I shined the plate. So you can see that underneath there. I also have, well, I'm going to go through the other. I have the Viridian laser on this also, which I have set up basically the same way. You know, it's 100 lumen with the green LED. This particular gun, same thing, dual magazine releases. Has the dual decocker. It's also double action. Hammer forged stainless steel barrel, stainless steel matte slide, a little bit better trigger, and like I say, it does have the tritium combat, Novak combat high-rise sights, which they do that so if you look at this, so it could rise above a silencer. You can co-witness with this, which this means you should be able to see the sights through here. And let's see, I'll do that. You can see the sights. You can see those sights through there, and you can see the LED. This has a small LED light that generates a pinpoint to the bottom of this, so you can see the LED. And then underneath here is a battery, and the adjustments plus and minus. You minus it all the way down, it disappears. You plus it, you'll bring it up. 45 caliber. This particular gun with a loaded, completely loaded mag will hold. Let's see if you can see that. It's a little greasy. 15. In one of the chambers, so 16. Really nice weapon. Big. It's a handful. It's a handful. It really is. Sometimes I'm going to change the back strap on this. Reaching for the laser is sometimes a little bit. What I will do is I'll go ahead and change the back strap. Now I'll show you how that's done on that. Because I was going to change it anyway. Go to the case here. Open the back straps in there. And I think I have a smaller. Let's see what I got. A flatter one. Comes with like I think 3. Let's just see what they give you for a back strap. Yeah, this is a little bit more stippling. I think it's smaller, the one they give me here. Let's see, is that a little smaller? Yeah, I think it'd be a little smaller. I'll take this one and I'll just put this one on here real quick. All you really do is get a straight edge, a little, just a straight edge screwdriver or something. Something just to push the pin in. And once you push that in, see, I just have something like this here, as long as it can fit in this hole. Lay it down, push it in, pull it out. Okay, so what happens then, you're able to take that rod out. See this little thing here, pushes in. So let's get this one, put it in, and you just lay that in there like that, and that basically slides up and snaps in. That's about the same. It's just a little bit more stippling on there, but we'll keep that one on there. Pretty simple. Same thing with this one. You have the same little haul. This is pretty tight in here, you know. But nice gun. FNP 45 tactical. You don't really have to get all this for it, but this is what it is. So let me put the magazine back in, but I don't load them. So now let's go through with just one more comparison here on stopping power capacity. For myself, this little 357 is perfect. You don't even probably need these guns. You know, I think we all get into them. We look at the guns; they look nice. We buy them. And sometimes we buy guns we don't even need. All you really need is a small gun like this. I mean, for defense. If you're like a target shooting person, then you may want to pick up something like one of these, like the Ruger. Now this is a Ruger 2245, which has been modified. Modifying meaning with this, you can actually pull that back and actually take the magazine out on this one. And you see, you can pull it back and you actually can fire it. A lot of them you can't do that. Magazine disconnect itself is taken out. I have different grips on it. But this is a nice plinker. It holds 22, hold 10 in there. I have the V-groove sight on there. I have fiber optic on the front. It's a nice everyday. It's a heavy gun, but it's gonna be very good for target shooting. It's good and weighted, but that would be like a target gun. Plinking, because ammunition is very expensive. So as far as carry, we get back to something like this is nice with a little laser on it. Nice because you could be right on. They're very I mean, it's just a great little gun. It's so small. Moving to maybe a home defense, possibly carry. It's a little bigger home defense weapon. There's nothing wrong with the FNX 9. 17 rounds, one in the chamber. Keep it by your bedside. Keep it racked. Keep the safety on. It's got like a 1911 style safety when you go up like that. So you keep it people in racked, keep it like that, or you can keep it cocked back like that with the safety on. Nothing's going to happen. So if you decock it, it doesn't engage anything. So which is nice, even if it has a bullet in there, which it doesn't. But overall, well, I mean, it's a heavy gun, just a little 9, but I mean, you're looking at 17 rounds. When you get back into the 45, this is a heavy gun with all this stuff on it, very heavy. You know, it's not a light weapon, but it's 45 ACP. It's 15 rounds. Has your Viridian laser on it. It has RMR Trigicon sights. It's pretty much threaded for a silencer. It has a lot of features on it. Now let's get into some ammunition here. There's a lot of different kind of ammunitions you can use in all these guns. You can use, like in the 357, you could go ahead with the 357 regular 125 grain. These are like about 585 foot-pounds coming out of the barrel, 1400 feet per second, 357s. There's a kick to them, but having a heavier frame, it's a little bit better. You could also go with the Gold Dot makes the short barrel ammunition, 135 grain GDHP hell points. These particular bullets are nice too, because what you can do with them, let's just show you how they are. They have a wider channel. They're only about 300 foot-pounds at 1,000 feet per second. These are 135 grains. But like I say, if you look at that channel, it's wide open, and it probably will do some damage. If you compare it to a 9mm, you know, it's almost the same size. But look at the shell, how long it is. You're gonna get more power out of it. So for a defensive gun, that's perfect. For a carry gun, it's perfect. I don't know much on the short barrel yet. Ammo, I haven't really tested. It's just bought one box of it to have. 350, you know, this here, practicing with it, you know, I've just got to do a little bit more with it. I practice with my J-frame, my other one, my airweight, but not that much with this one. Now 9mm, like I say, there's thousands of different rounds for it. They make RBCD ammunition for it, which is a 90 grain fragmenting bullets. They make all kind of wild, crazy ammunition for these. You know, there's a lot, so you can get some pretty hot loads for this gun. With the 45, of course, that's the mother of all guns, and you know, there is some kick butt bullets for these. They make RBCDs. They make you know, geez, there's a lot of different kind of ammunition you can get for these guns. You know, so but it just depends on what you want to use. What's your application? For home defense gun, this is fine too. This is a nice gun. But for home, I would say for home defense, this would be a high capacity better, or just a little J frame with a light on it. You know, these you can't. I mean, these are just so easy to put in your waist and stuff like that. But you know, I wanted to kind of go through there, see if everybody's pretty much on alignment with me as far as what gun they feel. But you know, it's all personal preference. It depends on what you're going to get, what you're going to use, what you're going to do with it. But like I say, if you're women and you're just starting out, you can't go wrong with a little J frame. You know, or a guy. This is a perfect little gun. This particular one, you know, you don't have to get a 357. This one happens to be 357. You don't have to get a 357, but it's nice to have it. You could practice with the 38 and load it up with 357s. If you run the gold dot short barrel ammunition like this, it's not going to have as much recoil. I'm not sure stopping power. It's going to have about 300 foot-pounds, but that's still a lot. You know, that's going to be right up there with a 9mm or a 40 caliber. So I just wanted to show you those videos on this and see what you think. But you know, here you have the 9mm FNX9, the FNP 45 Tactical, and this is the Smith & Wesson J-frame model 640 stainless steel 357. It's basically identical to a J-frame airweight Ladysmith or lightweight, but this is a 357 with a stainless frame, and it does have a little bit longer barrel.